But the most important thing I can do is present to you, your next sheriff, a good constitutional candidate. We have vetted him. We are endorsing him. We support him. We want you to support him. Start the battle to make sure that this man, John Wyatt, is the next sheriff of Bryan County, Oklahoma. God bless him. This is the man. We take America back, and this is exactly what we're talking about. This is what we want. This is what the CSPA wants. This is what we're talking about, how we take America back. It is vital that this man become your sheriff.
That's right.
And John, thank you so much for having me. Appreciate the courage that you're running and the dedication of your family. Do you know how hard it is to run for office? Oh man, oh man, oh man. So, John, thanks again for having me, and go get him, brother.
I will.
Thank you, Sheriff Mack.
Thank you for your time for coming down here. Guys, I want to tell all of you, I appreciate you withstanding this heat. It's very hot out here. I'm sweating from cooking. Try some of those hamburgers. I want to say to everybody, thanks to my family, my wife. We've got 7 children, 11 grandchildren. I've got a few of the grandchildren here. They're probably the ones you hear. But guys, they've been very supportive for me. And I want to tell you, just like Sheriff Mack said, Joshua King, Ivan, thank you for being here, playing your music also. I promise, and I'll tell you this much, I will give my life to make sure your constitutional rights are protected. And I have that on my card. I have that on every piece of literature, but I have it in my heart. That's more important to me because I will protect your rights. The sheriff has a lot of responsibilities. You know what, are you tired of these jealous escapes? It's pretty embarrassing to me.
Yeah.
Are you tired of, calling 911 and nobody will show up to your house?
Yeah.
Guys, those are simple fixes. Those are administrative fixes. But for some reason, they can't ever get fixed. I'm going to be a constitutional sheriff, not a statutory sheriff. I'm going to be one that's going to be a good administrator, a fiduciary over your money. I'm not going to be asking for tax increases. But most of all, we're going to make you proud of the Sheriff's Department. And I promise to make that happen. Thank you very much. Remember me, June 28th.
Well, I'm going to finish with this. The Constitution doesn't say what the Constitution's for. It is a limitation on government, but the Declaration of Independence says what government's for. Right after it says we are endowed by our Creator with certain, and this might be a new way to say it, but it's unalienable rights. Those rights cannot be liened, okay? Not by government. They cannot be touched by government. Those Bill of Rights are untouchables. And in the very next line in the Declaration of Independence, there's 10 words that tell you what government is for. That to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men. That's why we're for John Wyatt. That's why we're here. That's why we're traveling. That's why we're saving America, one county at a time, one sheriff at a time. That's how you restore liberty to America. That's where Thomas Jefferson said the real power lies in government is at the county level, and the ultimate power in your county is the sheriff. Do you know why? Because he reports to the power source, we the people. Yeah. His only boss is you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's why you've got to have him in there. So, now in my Supreme Court case that you'll get for free when you come join, it says this: but the Constitution protects us from our own best intentions. My dear friends, if you have a sheriff that upholds and defends the Constitution, that will remain true. The Constitution protects us from our own best intentions. It is the ultimate protection. It is what made America great. If we lose our foundation, we lose America. Now do you know why we're in so much trouble? Because Washington, D.C. is destroying your Constitution on a daily basis. That's why we will stand up against the bathrooms. We will stand up against health care. We will stand up against the EPA. We will stand against the IRS. Do you want to protect the Second Amendment? Do you want to stop gun control? Then have a constitutional sheriff in your county. That's how you take it back. That's how you stop it. One sheriff at a time, one county at a time. And my dear friends, I'm living proof that you can fight City Hall and live to tell about it. We have got to have those type of people today. And I'll end with this last joke. You know, well, you know, there's lots of jokes. There's a bunch of them in Washington, D.C. But so I sued the Clinton administration. So you know what that means? I sued the President of the United States, Bill Clinton, and I'm the only person in history to ever sue Bill Clinton on a non-sexual matter. Thank you very much.
And that is the truth. I want to thank everybody for showing up today. Like I say, we've got, remember, June 28th is the primary. We've got to